Welcome to Safety Made Simple online safety training. This is one in a series of programs developed by experts in feed yard safety. This session discusses the importance of using low-stress cattle handling techniques during pen emptying as a strategy to prevent accidents and improve cattle performance. During many years of work in the cattle feeding industry, we have seen numerous preventable injuries. The information provided in this session is a result of knowledge gained the hard way. We use that knowledge to help keep you safe. By the end of this course, you will learn how low-stress cattle handling techniques discussed in previous courses can be built upon to include emptying pens. Realize that low-stress cattle handling can and should be practiced during each interaction with cattle to be most effective, and understand the ease in which pens can be emptied if low-stress techniques have been used consistently. This is the sixth of several sessions that discuss the use of low-stress cattle handling techniques as a strategy to prevent injuries when working with cattle. This course deals specifically with emptying an entire pen of cattle. If you have not yet taken the sessions titled Low-Stress Cattle Handling: The Basics, Low-Stress Cattle Handling Acclimation, and Low-Stress Cattle Handling Pen Checking, please do so before continuing with this program, since they provide good background information. The connection between low-stress cattle handling and your safety as a person who works with cattle has long been recognized. An analysis of more than 1,800 cattle-related accidents in more than 60 feedlots during a span of over 20 years confirms that most injuries occur when low-stress practices are not used. The two handlers in this video will empty this pen of cattle using the T to the gate technique as depicted in this diagram. The cattle understand how to drive, courtesy of the pen checkers who make emptying the pen go smoothly. T to the gate technique is one of several ways to empty a pen. It is accomplished by handlers sweeping back and forth behind the cattle on a line that is 90 degrees to the desired direction of travel of the cattle. In other words, the drive line is perpendicular to the gate. This rider will empty the pen by himself. He begins by guiding some lead cattle out of the gate. Then he sweeps back and forth in a T to the gate to encourage the rest of the cattle to exit. This handler will empty the pen by herself. She intentionally chooses to move through the middle of the pen to encourage the cattle to begin moving. She then sweeps back and forth along a diagonal T to the gate to empty the pen. This handler clearly understands the T to the gate technique. The cattle on the left have been taught by the pen checkers to not move. The cattle on the right have been taught by the pen checkers to drive. When pen checkers don't teach the cattle to drive, all production events can become challenging. The simple task of emptying a pen can require a lot of labor and effort. In less than 3 minutes, the pen on the right was emptied easily. The pen on the left took considerable effort and over 15 minutes to empty. True or false? Low-stress cattle handling techniques can be used only when moving cattle out of a pen. The answer is false. In order for low-stress cattle handling practices to work most effectively, the methods should be applied from the time cattle arrive at the yard and during each and every interaction to the time they leave.